back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we're getting a little festive glam or festival glam or just what I would wear to go buy groceries and like right now. So if you'd like to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Happiest of Sundays, everybody. I hope that you're having a wonderful weekend. So I'm taking the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair to get my lid primed, and I am busting out the 40 palette from Wet n Wild. I really just bought it because I was like, oh, James Charles, Wet n Wild, stepping up the game. So I got that one, and I'm finally using it. I forgot about it forever. But I'm taking the black shade out of that palette, and I'm applying it to the outer V of my eye in the crease and onto the lid, and doing the same towards the inner corner of my eye. And I'm using a DeWalt Beauty Lounge small shader brush for this, just to get that laid down. Looky there, nice and smoky. So now I'm taking the Warrior 3 from Juvias Place and taking Candice to blend out the black towards the inner corner of my eye area. And I'm just patting it down, getting the color built up. And I'm going to go back in and just touch up the black here a little bit too. I'm taking the same brush that I cleaned off, and I'm going into the dark blue shade from the 40 palette, and I'm just going to blend out the black that way because I really want it to be more of a festival color and kind of like, I don't know, I just wanted it colorful. So I'm just going to do little baby blenderoos and pat it out with the blue from the palette. Looky there. Oh yes, we got to be goofy, of course. I haven't filmed in like weeks, so yeah. So now I'm taking the pink shade, or like the light purple shade, out of the 40 palette with the Vasanti brush to blend out the purple. And then I'm going to take my Grande Cosmetics brush to take the white from the 40 palette, just to blend that out and make it as seamless as possible, because it is fairly dramatic, and I just feel like the white makes it more seamless and less harsh, and it just, I don't know, it does a really good job at that. So now I'm just taking that flat shader brush, the small shader brush, and going in and touching the black up and touching up the purple, just getting it to the level of intensity that I want for it to be. Now I'm taking the ColourPop E10 brush to go through and add more purple and get that blended in with the black. I'm taking Fonte from the Warrior 3 palette, which is like the pink, and I'm blending it out with the Vasanti brush. I was using that to kind of go back and forth between the pinks between the 40 palette and the shade from the Warrior 3. So now I'm taking the same brush just cleaned off, and I'm going into the green from the 40 palette, and I'm just applying it pretty well on top of the blue. That way the yellow it just transitions so well into the yellow shade. And I'm just taking that and doing little baby blenderoos, little tiny patting motions, little blends, little baby blends. And I'm gonna clean my brush off and go back in to the 40 palette to get the yellow to blend all that out. But I'm also going in and touching up the black. Right now that's what I'm doing here. And I'm going to go in and touch up the blue. So I'm just really going, as I blend, back into all the different shades to make sure that I have them at the level of color intensity that I want. Now I'm taking the Vasanti brush with the yellow, and I'm blending that out and giving it a nice little blend. And I'm taking it in C shapes from the, like, towards the center of my brow down to blend the shades out. And then I'm going to take the white from this palette on the Grande brush to make it more seamless. But right now I'm just kind of going in and touching up the blues and the greens and everything just to get it super intense, because we gotta be colorful around here, okay? Okay. Now I'm just going in and touching up the black, the blue, and the green, just making sure that they're super vibrant. This palette, though, I had never really tried a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette, and I used this back in, like, I don't know, 2019 when I first got it, and I really liked it, but then I kind of put it on the shelf and forgot about it. So I was going through my makeup the other day and was like, yes, this is getting some love today. Alright, so now I'm taking that Grande brush with some of the white, and I'm going to go ahead and blend out the yellow, making that a nice seamless blend, and making sure that it just looks airbrushed, because I feel like that's what a good white eyeshadow does when you blend out the shades, is it makes it look more airbrushed and there's not so much harsh lines or a harsh blend. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to oh, I got tongue-tied. Okay, look, I do this unscripted, so that's why I stumble over my words. But I'm going in and I'm touching up the yellow and just giving that a nice little blend. This is a DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush. Alright, now I'm taking another DeWalt Beauty Lounge brush, and I'm going into this really pretty kind of green shimmer shade from the 40 palette to
use it as a base for the super, super amazing eyeshadow that I'm going to pop on top of it to make it look like it's more wet. So I'm just taking that and I'm kind of blending it with the black and the blue and the green and the purple and the pink, and just, you know, doing little back and forth, getting it laid down, trying to make sure that it's nice and blended with the darker colors. I'm going to go through and tap them on here pretty soon. This is Firefly from Hon Cosmetics, and it is absolutely gorgeous. It is drool worthy. It makes your lids look wet and dewy. Like, do you see how it just amplified it though? Like, it was already like pretty and dark, but this also has like a duochrome shift to it. And, you know, I love me some duochrome. Like, it's like the best thing ever. So with this, it really kicks it up and takes it to the next level. And look at how that just added like so much more dimension to this look. And I just love it so much. But I'm taking it and just kind of blending it with those shades. And I did take some on my finger to give it that extra pop of intensity, because we have to do it to them. We just have to. Okay, I'm being too much. I'm sorry, but I really just don't know if I need to write a script for these things, and I stumble on my words, so I was like, okay, well, I'll just ramble. So I'm taking the Vasanti brush, and I'm taking some of the black, and I'm just patting it on the edges of that shimmer. That way, it's more seamless. And just going through and touching up the purple, touching up the blue, patting the black shade along the edges of the shimmer. And I'm popping on a little inner corner highlight because I did add a gem, which, by the way, I lost the gem towards the end of this video. So at the beginning, in my intro and the outro, I totally lost it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going and redoing that. So I added it for pictures and stuff. Now I'm just adding some gems. I got these from Amazon, and I am going to take some of the BH Cosmetics Get Stoned ones, and that's what I'm applying them with. So what I do here is I just take them and I get them on the sticky end of the tool, and then I use some eyelash glue and place them down. So for a lot of this, I'm trying to make sure that I have them even, because I can do it really pretty on one side, but the trick is definitely getting it even. I struggle with that. I don't know why it seems like it's so much harder to do this with rhinestones and eyeliner, but when I tell you I'm like really, really trying to make sure they're even, I was so excited. Peep that shift though. Oh.
Alright, so this is the finished look. I know I didn't talk. I'm sorry. I just kind of thought I was going to make it for golden hour pictures, and I totally didn't. But this has been fun. I have forgotten that I had these, and I originally planned to do like little pearls, so I'm definitely going to do that soon. Like, I am so excited to just start getting wild. Like, my high tide palette tutorial video just unlocked something in me, so here we are. But I like it. The shimmer that I used over the shimmer from the 40 palette was from Hon Cosmetics, and I do believe I mentioned the name. It was let's see, Firefly. It's so pretty, and when you apply it over just like nothing, like any empty space, it's so like iridescent and shifty. So I was like, let me give it a sparkly dark base and see what happens, and I'm like, drool. Drool. But yeah, let me know what you want to see next down below. Don't forget to use hashtag SlightlyUnblended for your chance to be featured in an upcoming video. If you like this video, could you give it a thumbs up? I think it helps YouTube kind of push myself, be like, hey, she might be a little interesting. And if you would like to see me whenever I upload, which is normally every Wednesday and Sunday, I didn't have one for a couple of Wednesdays because I was sick, so I am sorry about that. But yeah, if you would like to keep up with me while I'm here, hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I will have all my social medias down below. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, abandoned Facebook, all that good stuff. So yes, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.